Friday, 14 August 1942. Dear Kitty, I have deserted you for a whole month, but honestly, there is so little news here that I can't find amusing things to tell you every day. The Vondans arrived on July 13. We thought they were coming on the 14th, but between the 13th and 16th of July, the Germans called up people right and left, which created more and more unrest. So they played for safety, better a day too early than a day too late. At 9:30 in the morning, we were still having breakfast. Peter arrived. The Von Dan's son, not 16 yet, a rather soft, shy, gawky youth. Can't expect much from his company. He brought his cat, Moshi, with him. Mr. and Mrs. Von Dan arrived half an hour later, and to our great amusement, she had a large potty in her hat box. I don't feel at home anywhere without my chamber, she declared. So it was the first thing to find its permanent resting place under her divan. Mr. Von Dan did not bring his, but carried a folding tea table under his arm. From the day they arrived, we all had meals cozily together, and after 3 days, it was just as if we were one large family. Naturally, the Von Dans were able to tell us a lot about the extra week they had spent in the inhabited world. Among other things, we were very interested to hear what had happened to our house and to Mr. Goudsmith. Mr. Von Dan told us. Mr. Goudsmith phoned at 9 o'clock on Monday morning and asked if I could come around. I went immediately and found G in a state of great agitation. He let me read a letter that the Franks had left behind and waited to take the cat to the neighbors as indicated in the letter, which pleased me. Mr. G was afraid that the house would be searched, so we went through all the rooms, tidied up a bit, and cleared away the breakfast things. Suddenly, I discovered a writing pad on Mrs. Frank's desk with an address in Maastricht written on it. Although I knew that this was done on purpose, I pretended to be very surprised and shocked and urged Mr. G to tear up this unfortunate little piece of paper without delay. I went on pretending that I knew nothing of your disappearance all the time, but after seeing the paper, I got a brain wave. Mr. Goudsrate, I said. It suddenly dawns on me what this address may refer to. Now it all comes back to me. A high ranking officer was in the office about 6 months ago. He appeared to be very friendly with Mr. Frank and offered to help him should the need arise. He was stationed at Maastricht. I think he must have kept his word and somehow or other managed to get them into Belgium and then on to Switzerland. I should tell this to any friends who may inquire. Don't, of course, mention Maastricht. With these words, I left the house. Most of your friends know already because I've been told myself several times by different people. We were highly amused at the story and, when Mr. Von Dan gave us further details, laughed still more at the way people can let their imagination run away with them. One family had seen the pair of us pass on bicycles very early in the morning, and another lady knew quite definitely that we were fetched by a military car in the middle of the night. Yours, Annie.